So, in the past, some of you, what you have done is, first you make it into a common denominator, which is good. However, after this step, you get confused. You start thinking, wait, do I do the rainbow method here? And then what you do is you go 2 times 3, and then 2 times 3x, and then 2 times negative 1, and that gives you 6 times 6x minus 2, and that just snowballs into 36x minus 12 on the first term. That's wrong. That's a big mistake. Remember, this should be seen as 2 times 3 times 3x minus 1. So I'm going to show you what's an easier way to do it so that you're not as confused. The very first thing that you want to do, keep the fractions as they are. Just expand the numerator first. Once you have expanded the numerator, you can now see that there are no other brackets around. That will be less confusing for you, and you can go ahead to establish a common denominator. So the same thing once again, multiply by 2. And then you multiply the 2 into the brackets. Don't forget that when you have a negative sign outside and a negative sign inside, the negative and the negative will become a positive. Now just collect the terms. 18x minus 2x, negative 6 plus 2. Negative 6 plus 2, once again, is not negative 8. Negative 6 plus 2 is negative 4 over 8. Now the question will often ask you to simplify. This is not the simplest, okay? Because what you want to do is make sure that it's reduced to the simplest term. So I can take out the 4. 4 is a common factor here. And that reduces simply to 4x minus 1 over 2. How is it that I could arrive here and still simplify it further? What happened was, back up here, I could have simplified it myself already. This 2 and this 8 could have cancelled off already to give me a denominator of 4. And from there, the job will just flow accordingly. Okay? But some of you may not be strong enough to detect it yet, and that's why I did this method, to make you see that if you end up with a possibility to reduce it even further, you should go ahead and make that step. One very, very lethal and fatal mistake that students tend to make, let me use this as an example over here now that I see it. You've got 4x minus 1 over 2. A lot of students love, and I mean love with a passion, to simply cancel like such, giving 2x minus 1. That is incorrect. Why is it incorrect? Because the numerator needs to be factorized first if you want to do this. Now here you can't factorize it any further because 1, there's no other factor, it's just 1. So you can't factorize it any further. What you can do if you have this, once again, this is similar to our earlier question, earlier part. You must factorize this numerator first. You're going to get 2 bracket 2x minus 1 divided by 2. And you can cancel away the 2. 2 divided by 2 is just 1. This is a multiply. And I get 2x minus 1. Now you might ask me, Mr. Tan, why? Why is it that we can cancel it this way? The reason is, when I write it this way, what I'm really saying is it's 2 times 2x minus 1 over 2. And that can really be rewritten as 2 over 2 multiplied by 2x minus 1. Okay? So this 2 and this 2, 2 divided by 2 is just 1. 1 times 2x minus 1 is just 2x minus 1. Alright?